Hey guys, it's Gabby. Today we are going to be doing some blue nail art designs. Honestly, my last video just really put me in a blue mood, so we're going to do more. This time I am using all gel nail polish. Getting right into it, I'm starting by applying a light minty blue shade. Both of these colors are from a kit that I got years ago, so I'm going to try to find it and link it down below for you guys. I try not to do that, but they're so good. It's this mini gelling kit, and it has every color that you need for summer. So anyways, applied that, and then I'm going to go in with a darker turquoise shade, and I'm going to cover half of my nail. Now, this does not need to be perfect. As long as it's somewhat near the middle, you'll be fine because this middle line is going to be covered. So I did 2 coats of that, carrying in between. Here is where we're at. You can stop here. I really like the two-tone look, but I wanted to add chrome. So to do that, I'm going to apply a matte top coat. Here I'm using the Goya, whatever that brand is called, their matte top coat. I do like this one, so I'll link that down below too. And then I'm going to cure that for 30 seconds. The matte top coat is going to ensure that the chrome doesn't stick to your entire nail. And to really be sure, sometimes I like to wipe my nail off with rubbing alcohol. That just gets rid of any stickiness that may still be there. And then after that, I'm using my favorite. This is the Daily Charm Stay Put Chrome Jewelry Gel. I've used this for so long. This is the same tube, by the way, that I've been using for over a year now, so it does last a while. And basically what I'm going to do is just glide a middle line just going straight down my nail. I like to do it in little sections, so I'm kind of dragging the product down. Once I'm happy with that, I'm going to cure that underneath my lamp for 15 seconds. No more. You want to make sure that the chrome sticks, so if you find that it's not sticking, you might have over cured it. And then after that, I'm going to be rubbing on my chrome powder using a silicone tool. You can also use an eyeshadow applicator, but usually my go-to is just silicone. This part should be quick. Again, if it's not, you might have over-cured your nail, or you may not be using a non-wipe finish. So whether it's a top coat or this product I'm using, it needs to be no wipe. And then once you're done, final step here, you want to seal this chrome in so it doesn't just rub off. To do that, I'm taking a regular top coat. This can be no wipe, it could be regular, whichever. It doesn't need to be gel. So gel top coat, and I'm going to go right over that chrome line just to make sure everything is nice and sealed in, and then cure my nail one last time. Here is the final look. I love these. I love the blue shades with the gold, and it's really easy to swap out the colors. So if you want to use 2 shades of a different color, you can do that. Moving on to the next look. This one was actually inspired by a bathing suit. I'll try to find a picture, but basically I've seen the bathing suits where it has those cutout flower sort of shapes in the corner. So I wanted to recreate that. Again, I am using a mini gel-in shade from that same kit, so I will find it. I'm determined. But really any light blue or any color in general will work here. What I'm doing is basically making a petal shape, the outline of it. So I'm going to make 3. It looks rough right now, so you really have to trust the process. I had to trust it because I did not know how this was going to turn out. So really just taking my time to get the general shape down, and then you can always go back and fix it. I am using a small brush here to do all of this, and once I'm done with those 3 petals, I'm going to start filling in the smaller areas that I know will be hard to get with a bigger brush. So basically just dragging around the product that's already on my nail to try to get those little areas. And then I'm going to go in with the nail polish brush and fill in the rest of my nail. Still take your time here. You don't want to accidentally run into the petals because that has not been cured yet. Also, this gel in particular really wasn't moving around. Sometimes you'll have more of a runny formula where you do have to work quicker, so try to find something thicker, especially if you're doing a design like this. I also prefer gel just because with nail polish it does start to dry. So just something to keep in mind here. And then I'm going to go ahead and do that same thing with the second coat. So starting with the petals, I'm just going to outline, fix some things a little bit and fill in the little gaps, and then go back to the nail polish brush and fill in the rest of my nail. I will tell you guys right now, in my opinion, this is not a design to do on every finger. If you want to, go crazy. But I was like, yep, no, this is definitely an accent nail, maybe 2 nails sort of vibe, because then for the last step I wanted to add an outline to each petal just to make it pop a little more. So I'm using a white gel polish. This one is Sean Legend's Can't Elope. Really love this shade, and I'm just going to gently go around each shape, really taking my time here. This is the part where I'm pretty much not breathing. Don't recommend that, but I'm really just being as careful as I can. The good thing is this is gel, so if you mess up, you can wipe it off with rubbing alcohol before curing. That's the little wiggle room that you get versus regular nail polish. You just you can't really mess up. I still love regular nail polish, don't get me wrong, but it's just not as forgiving. After outlining, I wasn't sure what to do with the bottom, if I wanted to connect it or not, but I did end up connecting the whites together, which I'm doing right here. And then I did the last one off camera because that took a bit. But here is the final look. I actually love this so much. Again, not a full mani design, but this is such a cute accent nail. What I ended up doing was doing a kind of modified version on another finger. So I still got a similar look and flipped the colors. And I think that ended up so cute. And then I paired it with some fringe tips. This turned out so cute. I think I like the glossy more here. It gives more of that cutout effect. Next design, we are starting off with another minty, almost kind of sagey thyme shade. I don't know how to describe this color, but it is so pretty. This is Olive & June's KMC, and I applied 2 coats for my base, and then I'm going to go ahead and apply a top coat. This time we are going to be using some gems and caviar beads. I went with silver because I feel like I never use silver just accents on my nails. So I was like, let's mix it up a little bit. And I'm using the Daily Charm Stay Put Jewelry Gel again to attach these. So basically all I'm going to do here is make a blob of the product. This is the time to be a little generous with it. You want to make sure the stones and caviar beads are really sitting in there so that it's secure. So I'm basically placing the gem or rhinestone first and then putting caviar beads around it in different patterns. And this is one of those designs, I had it pictured in my head and it turned out exactly how I wanted it to, which is the best feeling when it comes to nail art. But anyway, something else that I do with my tweezers, I'll dip a little bit of it into that Stay Put Jewelry Gel that's on my nail, and that gives it a little stickiness, so it makes it 10 times easier to pick up the caviar beads because they are pretty small. They like to roll around, so that way they're just not flying everywhere. Once I'm happy with that, I'm going to go ahead and cure my nail underneath my lamp. So as far as the security of the gems and caviar beads, again, you want to use more product. When you have the entire gem surrounded, I felt like that made it more secure versus on this one I only did a few. When you have a caviar bead kind of standing off alone, it's just a bigger chance that it may fling off. So something to keep in mind if you are more rough on your nails, if they're in water a lot, then you may want to kind of change up the design accordingly. And then I didn't do this, but for more security, you can also top coat this or top coat around it so you're not doling out the rhinestones. You could even take the same Stay Put Jewelry Gel and just do a little ring around it, just again to give that extra hold. But for me, I wasn't going to keep this for more than a few days, and even with that, it still gave a good hold. I'm hitting it here with my tweezer so you can see it. And I did different things on each nail. This is how it turned out. I love these so much. This would also be super cute on a nude base too, or just any colors. You can't go wrong with this. It gives it a little something, but I feel like it's still simple overall. So here is the final look. Hopefully all these designs gave you some inspo. Let me know which one was your favorite, and I will talk to you in my next video. Bye.